Apple isn't building hype this time, it's quietly clearing shelves and not in a good way. What looks like a planned transition feels more like another predictable cycle dressed up as strategy. The so-called next Apple TV isn't exciting. It's overdue, reactive, and built to fix problems Apple created itself, not to push anything forward. Reports from Mark Gurman about declining stock levels of the current Apple TV and even the HomePod mini aren't some mystery. This is Apple doing what it always does, slowing production to manufacture anticipation. The current Apple TV isn't facing any real competition crisis or technical shortage, which makes this move even more obvious. Apple has simply decided it's time to rotate the product, not because it's revolutionary, but because it's falling behind. Gurman suggests the new models are ready. That right moment is likely WWDC 2026. But again, that timing feels forced rather than strategic. Apple is clearly trying to align this launch with its broader push into Apple Intelligence, a rollout that hasn't exactly impressed so far. While some features exist, the overall vision, especially around Siri and system-wide AI, still feels incomplete and inconsistent. WWDC 2026 is expected to patch that narrative, but the problem is obvious. The current hardware can't support it. That's where the real issue begins. Apple Intelligence demands at least an A17 Pro or M1 chip. The existing Apple TV stuck on a 15 simply doesn't qualify. This isn't a minor gap. It's a fundamental limitation. Apple backed itself into a corner by releasing hardware that's already incompatible with its future plans. Now, instead of innovation, this new Apple TV feels like a correction, and that's why the timing matters. If Apple wants developers to take tvOS 27 seriously, especially with deeper AI integration, they need compatible hardware in hand before WWDC. The rumored A17 Pro chip is the highlight here, but even that comes with compromises. Reports suggest it'll be a slightly toned-down version, similar to what we've seen in the iPad mini. Sure, it's a performance jump, but it's not groundbreaking. It's just catching up to Apple's own ecosystem requirements. The same goes for the expected 8 GB RAM upgrade. This isn't generosity, it's the bare minimum for AI functionality. Then comes the gaming angle. Apple is clearly trying to push the idea of AAA gaming on Apple TV, with titles like Resident Evil and Assassin's Creed already running on A17 Pro devices. But let's be honest, Apple has teased gaming potential for years without delivering a consistent ecosystem. This feels more like another attempt rather than a confident leap. The push toward turning Apple TV into a central smart home hub also sounds ambitious, but again, it highlights how underpowered the current model is. If Apple wants always-on processing and deeper HomeKit integration, the upgrade isn't optional, it's overdue. On the hardware side, rumored additions like HDMI pass-through and improved audio standards aren't exciting either. They're late. These are mature technologies that competitors have already embraced. Storage staying at 64 GB and 128 GB also signals hesitation. If Apple were serious about gaming, this would have been the easiest area to expand. Instead, they're sticking to streaming-first assumptions, which limits the device's potential again. Pricing around $130 to $140 sounds reasonable, but it also reflects how cautious Apple is being. That's it for now. See you in the next one. Goodbye.